Back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are, game number 2 now, BMG versus Fresh here, 1-0 lead for Bad Monkey Gaming, of course. So, looking forward to seeing how things continue on here. Again, Fresh, simply put, needs a victory here or we will have our top 4 teams going to the bracket stage. That's what's on the line here. So, it's up to Fresh now to make that the case here. I'm joined by Near once again as my co-caster, so pretty entertaining game number 1 right there. Salomon pick as well on top of it, but in the end, not enough. BMG showed that they knew how to deal with it in their own ways at least and made it work out. So the initial bans to start here, Wild Soul, Ophelia, Warbeast, and Kinesis bans coming out here. Once again, Kinesis banned by ProBusk, so a lot of respect for that boxy Kinesis. Midas into Andromeda into Moraxis, so I mean, what do you think of that Kinesis ban? Like, is it worth it, you think?
He plays it really very well. I mean, he's kind of a master of the hero, but is the hero worth a ban? I personally, I don't think so. But they really dislike it and to play against it, and I mean, I can see why. But
yeah.
All
right, well, they use a ban here, and again, we see the picks that follow: Midas into Andromeda, Moraxis into Puppet, Parasite into Salomon, excuse me. So we do see Salomon again by Mint, even though it didn't work. Yeah, and actually that kind of gets me to what I was going to bring up too. This was pointed out, actually, I didn't even notice it, but apparently Behemoth or Lord Salforus were not addressed the first game at all. Those are 2 very popular heroes, and so far this game, neither one's addressed. So pretty
I actually think Fresh, they 5th picked Monarch. They could have went for Salforus and just had, NG Magmus mid and Salomon bottom, and they could have done that and Salforus jungle. But maybe it's too greedy to have Salforus on top of the Salomon. Maybe he wants all the farm himself, and I cannot see that. I mean, Salforus farms a lot, so does Salomon.
Yeah.
So I can understand why. If you do have both of those heroes, you need to make sure that you're pressuring the enemy team a lot and you are farming more than 50% of the map. And, yeah.
Well, this game, again, so far, neither one of those are heroes addressed just yet, so we'll see if either one of them gets some attention, or if once again going to pass it all up together. Engineer, Silhouette, Riptide, Magebane, and Magmus bans happening here. Once again, Mint focusing more on the carry side of things as far as their bans go. I was going to say, was it going to be a Clanks ban here or not, but no, they banned Swiftblade instead as their choice. But yeah, running the Salomon this time with a dual core though, as they do have that Puppet Master, of course, now. Instead of, well, like obviously the previous game, it was a solo core Salomon. So maybe that's the difference here that Mint needs. It's a backup carry to rely on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna try lane and then Salomon solo somewhere, and then they pick 2 supports that can rotate around and secure kills in all of the lanes. I think that's the goal. The problem is it's really hard to comment stun a Midas or a Moraxis. So something like a Behemoth or something to initiate first might be an option this game. Yep, there we go. And okay.
All right, that's pretty quick response there of the Clanks.
Yep. BMG is gonna play like they want to keep track of where the supports are from the Hillpoint side. And then they're gonna dodge, and then they try to set up ganks with, in the solo lanes, Midas initiates or Moraxis initiates. Then Moira can spawn, and Parasite can come from Wild Hunter and normal creep, and set up kills like that. So they want to do the dodge game, and try and kill the solo lanes with numbers advantage. And Mint wants to lane against them, of course, where they have the most heroes and set up kills that way.
Yeah.
So a lot of rotations this game, I bet.
All right, so I was also double-checking the other game here. Obviously, I've mentioned Sync versus Polymorph happening at the same time. Safe to say Sync is dominating there. I believe that's game number 2 even, that they're up 15-0 in kills and having a good time. So, again, keep an eye on that, make sure what the results are there. But Deadlift, final pick, coming out from Mint. All right, so they do get a jungler in the end, and actually Bunny Lover going to play it. Interesting.
All right, so they're going to dual carry. And then offlane Behemoth, he's going to be the initiator, actually. Or maybe a Deadlift Grip to kind of throw them off and see what they can do, set it up for Behemoth like that. But yeah, dual carry. Assassin's Shroud Puppet Master first item, I assume. And then he's going to try and make some space for Salomon to farm. All right, this is quite interesting. They do lack a bit of initiation, I think, but maybe they can initiate with Puppet Shroud. That might be an option too.
Yeah.
And then they start clumping up for BE on the Legion side.
All right, well, whatever they do, again, looking for the victory right here. BMG, though, comfortable with a 2-0, and you know what? Not only would that be qualifying them, but they have a chance to actually bump up in the rankings. Again, they play Polymorph next themselves, especially if they go 2-0 there. I think, you know, they could even get first place still, or at least second place even in this, going to the brackets there. So that could also determine who you guys might be playing in the bracket. So
I think if they win all their games today, BMG did it, then they have top 2 actually.
Yeah.
So that's pretty impressive, especially since they finished bottom 2 last time.
Yeah.
Now they have the potential to finish top 2.
Nice turnaround there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so the lane's coming about. I'm looking at the Legion side, nothing really crazy over here. I'm gonna just be doing the pseudo trial lane bottom, it looks like. More access mid, you got the Midas top. Pretty routine stuff here. Behemoth, he's roaming a bit. Is Sloske. I don't know if he's going to end up bottom or not. It looks like he might be going top, maybe even to try to get a Bloodlust kill initially or something, but...
Yeah, it's just a bit interesting. I mean, if he gets hit by Bang's bottom, he's going to die, right? So even though the Moira is not that strong of a laning support, and yeah, maybe they just want to go for a kill onto Midas, but he still has an elemental warp, so we'll see how it works out. Hopefully they can get it, but Salaman doesn't have a stun, so I don't think so. They need Midas to be very far up in the lane to get that kill.
Yeah.
He does not have vision off them, so it could happen.
Yeah, if Maki's a little overconfident here, I mean, again, it is a case of why even bother at the bottom lane if you're Behemoth. It's going to be a difficult task. You could even possibly die, so I understand from that perspective, but... Yeah, they are putting a lot in getting this Bloodlust kill right here at the same time because of this choice. He is pushing up a little bit. Obviously, he has no clue Behemoth is here. They're going to wait for the Elemental Warp. There we go. And now here comes a Fissure. Oh, it just is too late. Yeah. That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. Yep. They need 2 Andro Comet stuns to get the kill, but I think he could have gotten it, but Provosk also gave up. He skilled W also. So I think if they want the chance to get the kill, he needs the Q. But they're not going to get it.
Yeah, also a little surprised now. At the same time, Deadlift would have had to get his Q first, obviously, but could have waited for him to be level 2 and then tried that, you could argue, to go for that kill with the Death Grip on top of it, but try to make the play early.
Yeah, they tried for early. Now he really has no space anywhere, so yeah, he is stacking, so maybe the plan is to just have Andros zone Midas to be level 1, so they trade level 1 for level 1, and then B he starts pulling and gets his levels that way. Then, you know, eventually bottom might push out, which is actually is right now. A bit of a mistake from them. Then he can TP down there. So it's actually alright rotations. I mean, as long as they keep Midas level 1, then this is fine for them.
Absolutely, yeah. He's been boxed out completely as we see here. He's at the tower. He does have a health potion on him currently. He is going to start poking back up a little bit here. Yeah, most certainly needs to be careful about that. You see them triple stacking the pole camp right there. So Behemoth very likely going to be doing that to get that experience as mentioned. Oh, he is pushing up again a little bit here. Behemoth running up, going to just throw out a Fissure, at least force a bit of pressure here. Andromeda has the Comet, but again, no kills right here. Just simply harassment continues. Middle lane, how is Puppet doing against the Moraxis? I assume, well, it's Puppet 8-3 Puppet, Moraxis 9-4, so fairly back and forth battle so far between different guy and Boxy.
Yeah. I think different guy has used a lot of time on harassing Boxy. He is really, really low, so Boxy is closing in on bottle though, so that's unfortunate for him. But yeah, he's not doing too shabby. 250 GPM versus 225. It's definitely in favor of Puppet if he has the lane control. Then he can just right-click the Moraxis. Or the uphill misses.
See, this is always interesting to me. Now, we haven't seen this almost a little bit more lately, where teams essentially give up a long lane. It's kind of happened here. Now, as I say this, Sasuke is actually down here currently. But, you know, again, he's still level 1. What is he going to do at this point other than just try to simply leech a little experience as it's pushed in now? But what I'm getting at, though, if you're Baltazar here, or this BMG team, are you pushing this tower early? Like, do you really want to get it killed ASAP, or should you maybe let it stay up for a little bit?
It's fine to kill it if you have the pull stacked and pull right away, so you get the link control. Then it's fine.
Okay.
But Blusen is getting it now, so they're just gonna keep it up. Because that extra gold bonus might, help the offlane. Oh, Midas.
He's dead. Yep. Got caught going middle. I guess he was just coming middle to set up a kill, and he gets caught first.
He wanted to set up, I think, but Moira's not nearby either, so he has to wait for Moira in order for that to have any kind of success.
Yeah. So he goes down there, and you see a roam from Behemoth. Going to be able to pick up a haste rune, actually. He's protecting it for now, almost like baiting out Parasite, but eventually will pick it up and head elsewhere here. So good rune control on his part. But yeah, Midas, so we're kind of caught up with Behemoth, what he's doing. But yeah, to be fair, Midas is also in a lost place, really, especially dying right there. He's going to go back up towards the top lane, but again, needs to be careful not to die at this point. Anymore, at least. Behemoth, he's leeching experience over here, but Moira is going to find him, gets a stun off, and now Behemoth on the run. He doesn't have the haste rune anymore all of a sudden, so Sloske is going to die.
He thought he was fine. At least he only gives 158 gold. It's not too much. And then a little bit of experience. Oh, top lane. They get back at the same time, so yeah, both off laners or long laners not doing too good.
Yeah, I kind of caught that really as it was happening. I mean, the death grip obviously hit, and then just enough lockdown after that to secure the kill. So, yeah, both offlaners, the suicides here, not off to the best of starts, unfortunately, for either side. But Salomon, he's off to a great start. There is that tower push, though. So, again, very similar to last game, really. We got the Clanks, who's free farming, against the Salomon, who's also just farming pretty well here.
Yeah. The difference is this game that they're evenly farming. Like Salomon is free farming, Clanks is free farming, and Salomon's team is doing something this game. They're doing even mid, and then both off long laners are doing bad, and then they both have a jungler that are doing fine. I mean, Deadlift is even 370 GPM. He's doing really good. Parasite is still level 5, so he has been setting up some roams and some ganks, but unsuccessful some of them. He got the BE bottom though. And, yeah, he should hit 6 level soon, or level 6 soon, I think, and he should be fine. But they're doing way more. Like, his team is way better this time compared to last game.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to even bring that up earlier. We saw the dual support last time around. I think when they had Hugo Big the last time ringing for them too, it was kind of the same case. And remember, they're missing Denver Pro. That's why they're doing this with the ringers here. I was wondering if that was a little bit of influence. Obviously, Bunny Lover is a main support player, as is Hugo Big, so it would make sense. But this game, they are trying Bunny Lover on the jungle in the deadlift, and sure enough, he's doing a great job so far. In fact, as I say this, he's going to set up another kill into Midas. Ulti form from Salomon. There we go. Gets the kill. That death grip connects, and easy kill to follow. So, yeah, doing a fantastic job here, really. As middle lane, though, Puppet Master, he's being dove. Now, TPs are coming in. At least it's just one TP, only Behemoth. So the kill's already happened, but now Parasite's the one in a little bit of trouble, perhaps. Actually, it's level 6, and could go for a turn here. He does have a face hug. Is he going to use it? No, he's not even going to try for it. Goes down anyway, so they even get a turn kill out of that, though. So not too bad overall from it there.
Yeah, good TPs. This is a difference to last game. They can actually TP in and do something. So, yeah, stats also say it's pretty even, and definitely is. Maxus did get a couple kills there, so he's approaching his portal key here. I think that's the big difference, or the big good thing for BMG, is that Maxus can start setting up stuff, especially with Midas as well. Midas doesn't need a blink. You can just set smoke behind the Maxus and make sure the Maxus gets in with the stun and then combos on top.
Well, Puppet Master coming back middle now after that death, obviously. Going to continue to get a little bit of farm here, but Clanks going the same exact build, so once again, like deja vu in that sense. But yeah, as you're pointing out, though, the deadlift having a great start. Puppet Master maybe not so much, but let's have a deadlift. And deadlift's interesting, you figure it's probably going to be just heavy in the aura side of things. Seems like it's that traditional build, the tanky aura guy out of the jungle, similar to like an Ophelia even. And looks like he is working towards that, going the Abyssal Skull here at least first. Should be good to have early on. Not a lot of physical damage, to be fair, on this Legion team that they're really relying on, especially earlier on. But still, Abyssal Skull's, always pretty good to have.
It's a decent item, and, yeah. It's pretty good on deadlift, I think, as well. Just getting the Astrolabe, the armor items, all the team support. Make sure, because it's kind of awkward. You want to get your resurrection off onto a hero, But at the same time, you want to be a frontliner, so that's kind of counterintuitive. But
Yeah.
getting all these support items, make sure that, you know, if they go all out on you, I mean, it's not gonna be in their favor, right? So.
Oh, Sinnoh lane again. Here we go, Mora. Just like before. This time not as deep, though, but the TP's coming in a little earlier. And for the response, once again, now Boxy Kenny actually escaped, dropping a half-life. That Fissure, a little bit of a block there. Not enough, though, and Deadlift and Behemoth both have to fall back in the end. So this time they get the kill, and they are able to get out before it successfully happens. See, Behemoth is actually going to be useful, though, still, and triple stack the Ancients as he walks on by. So good heads up there, but another nice kill on a Puppet, again, keeping him in check. There's the Mach, though, coming out for Probaska a little bit earlier than last time. In fact, it was around the 12-minute mark, I think, when he got it last time. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was. So.
Yeah, it was, because they made some aggressive plays onto him. And they are not really in the position to do that this game, especially Midas is struggling. They have a Moira, it's level 5. I think it's really important that Hellborn gets Andromeda level 6 and he starts sitting behind his Puppet Master so they can make some good turns, so that they can swap him out whenever he gets stunned, and then set up some turn kills where Puppet can use his spells from far range again.
Yeah.
Right now he has to play really scared, and Andro just needs to get 6 and that goes away, and all of a sudden they can start farming mid and do well in that lane.
See bottom pressure. I thought they definitely could have been trying to make a play, especially with Deadlift coming down, but as soon as he really gets here, the Legion team has already fallen back, actually, so not going to be able to make a play.
Yeah. Using Veiled Rod on Deadlift, like these creeps are still following you. They're not in this. So.
That's a good point. Yeah, not the most sneaky when it comes to Veiled Rod on him. So what if he even realizes that either? But yeah, wait for the attempt at least. You know, speaking of Deadlift, actually, I wanted to go back to that Abyssal Skull real quickly. And the more I thought about it, you know, so even pointing out how this Legion team, again, it's a lot more magic focused, if anything, not a lot of physical until maybe very late game. I think you actually could argue that a Gnome's Wisdom, honestly, would have been better for that Ring of the Teacher build. It's actually middle lane Deadlift trying to make a kill happen on Midas, but it's going to be a little too far now. And will survive, but now here comes the counter. The hasted Moraxis charging in. He does have a Matrax, worst case, stun on Andromeda. More assisting with that, and Andromeda will get picked off in the end. And now Moraxis is going to run away, so nice little quick pick and get out strat.
Yeah.
There from BMG. But yeah, I mean, do you think the Gnomes may have been better, actually?
Yeah, it could have been, actually. It might be. I think his thought process is his creeps is gonna do more damage as well, so he adds damage onto that. But if he wasn't spawning creeps, Gnomes would be better for sure. If you had to choose against, if you only look at the Legion side lineup right now, Gnomes is way better. Clanks is magic damage, Midas is magic, Parasite's also magic, so is Moira. Moraxis is mostly magic damage right now as well. So Gnome's Wisdom this game would be really good for them. Actually, considering all that, Gnomes might be better. It's like, I know on paper Abyssal's better on Deadlift, but considering the heroes they play against, I think you're actually right. Gnomes is probably better. I mean, it's a really underused item. It should be picked up almost every game.
Oh yeah. I think it's you could argue it's kind of takes you back to like the Soul's Bulwark, you know, how you see it all the time and highly stressed and things like that. Moira, by the way, getting caught over here. She happened to be pretty aggressive. Did she get a ward down or something? I don't even see a ward, actually. So she was looking for something over here. I'm not sure what exactly, but in the end gets found. And nice transition into triple stack Ancients there for Salamon. Whoa, top lane, Deadlift. Oh my god, it might actually kill Midas, it will. He got locked down long enough. And he gets the tower kill on top of that. Bunny Lover, man.
Well played.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that. I think now that Salomon has Mark, they don't have too much space to farm, so they need to start pushing some towers. And yeah, he's doing that now. So that's really good. Gets the kill at the tower all by himself. Not sure how that happens, but well played.
That is huge. There's the plated Greaves. So again, that Aura build continues. There's the Sustainer. So again, especially compared to last game, you figure Probus, he would have had his Mach around this time. This game, he has the Mach and now Sustainer finished on top of that. So going to be that much quicker to the rest of stun and then further on. Now bottom lane, Behemoth. I don't think he's getting out of this one. Yep, will be killed. Kill the Gravestone. They're not killing the Gravestone. Deadlift doesn't have mana, though, for an ultimate. I wonder if he had the mana if he would be resurrecting it. But I guess he is in a dangerous spot, so maybe not.
I think if Midas was standing a bit far up so he could walk in and ulti him, then yeah, maybe. And resurrection would be really good.
Yeah.
But, or if someone rotated, it could be fine. But yeah,
yeah,
they're not doing.
I'm a little surprised he's not, honestly, but by now, yeah, it's already ran its course,
Yeah.
so.
The one's here.
All right. We'll see if he's on top of that as the game moves on. That's one of those things, you know, ever since the change, especially to the charge system base of it now, it seems like it's just become a lot more useful in the end, too. So you don't have to be as, you know, rarely using it once for one hero, maybe. But minus bottom lane, by the way. Well, walking up and shockwaving still might work. That was a huge one. That's the worst. As you're like, you can't do anything about it. You just know it's coming.
Yep. You're just sitting there dead of grip. You can't do anything. But well played, and now B is closing in the pole key. That's all he needs. Just one kill and a huge creep wave like that. And, he's almost there.
A big kill, and pointed out, Portal Key's coming along now very nicely. So things again across the board looking just so much better this time around for Mint. Not that BMG's not looking good themselves. I mean, Baltazar, again, he is still farming pretty well, 480 gold per minute. A little less than last game, sure. Again, he had all those kills that he was working off of too, but still pretty good. Moria, the Arcane Vortex, they do catch Andromeda back here, but they're doing a lot of dive for just an Andro kill. Puppet Master in the meantime locks on Clanks, and Clanks will go down. Ulti form from Salamon as he ports in. Parasite's now on the run. Can Salamon get close enough? Oh, takes over the creep. Still continuing. They're going to res Andromeda here, it looks like, by the way. So she's back up now, ready to go. Legion team still kind of hanging around. Need to be careful about that choice.
Vision 4. So could maybe get him, but the Striders are activating.
Yeah, he's going to be fine there. But hey, they killed Clanks, and now they're going to get a tower push out of this. So
yeah.
Really, Mint's, again, feeling pretty good here.
Really good pick off in the background there. And, I think Fusen kind of fell into the trap of, you know, these heroes worked well that first game, so let's just do the same thing again. But I'm pretty sure that Fresh or Mint, they discussed it. Okay, what do we have to do different? And they made some adjustment here, went with a jungler, and they're doing really well. And this is just not the same game for BMG as they had last game.
Nope.
And, I think they're starting to realize, okay, this is not going the way we expected it to go. And oh, Clanks.
Yeah, that's not good. Pretty much flies right into them. Now not having an ulti on Salamon could be the difference maker. Swamp from Andromeda pulling it back just a little closer, and an ulti does help get the kill on him. Sure, he kills Andrew, but again, it's very worth that exchange right there, especially with Probus getting the kill onto Baltazar. So it continues once again. You see Probus again, he actually gets the shrunk in after the sustainer. Then we'll have the Restless Stone in full after that. Midas, meanwhile, gets picked off top lane, so Maki goes down. Behemoth does have a portal key now, by the way, too, and he's roaming bottom down here to possibly set something up if somebody tries to farm this bottom lane. So, man, it's looking bad for BMG now.
Yeah, a lot of momentum for Fresh here. Definitely is. Salomon 820 GPM. Clanks just got 2 deaths in, you know, the time of 2 to 3 minutes. That's definitely not what you want. He was almost 500, I think. So this is not good for them. And they have to calm down and then start to go for some pickoffs or some kind of pushes. They definitely can't right now because Salomon ulti's back up, so they have to go for some pickoffs and then try and make something happen out of that.
Yeah. You know, Behemoth, again, he's being patient down here. If this next creep wave comes, this could be a kill. There we go. Waited for it. Is it enough damage? I don't think it is. Yeah, he needed to heavyweight or enrage first before he went in, if anything. Get an auto attack and then use it again, but yeah, good attempt.
On a hero like Midas, you can actually do that, especially when he doesn't have blink. You can blink in and W him because he can't get away in time. Of course, if you blink in front of him as he's nuking the creep wave, then that's not gonna work. But if you blink behind him, W first, auto attack, ulti, use a fissure, auto attack, press W. I think you have it again.
Yeah,
you have the kill. I think you can actually get 2 Ws off.
I wasn't even necessarily saying that. I think you could even use the enrage before you portal key in. Just use it before you go in, just for the extra auto attack damage, if anything.
It's true, but I don't think he has a chalice, so he has the mana for it. Yeah, else normally you don't.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair, yeah. Well,
but he needed some auto attacks for that to happen. But
the point is, we both prove we're better players than Slotsky.
Of course.
I would have had that kill, but not everyone can.
Well, to be fair, he was lacking 3 or 4 auto attacks, so he had to fit those in, kinda.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that's entirely possible, but it could have been at least closer.
It is a little unfortunate that he doesn't get that because obviously at the same time that was the first time I've seen the portal key now, and it was that big surprise factor. So, but not the end of the world. Has the portal key. Shockwave going to be up in another 50 seconds here. We get to use that again in a much more reliable instance, I'm sure. So middle lane, meanwhile Legion team jumping in, but it's bait right here, and Trauma to the swap at the last second. Saves Puppet Master. Salamon coming in. Now you do see the Arcane Vortex will keep him at bay at least. And the Legion team will be able to retreat right there, but whew, that bait almost worked out well for Mint.
Yeah. Well, that's what they had to do there. We'll play it now. Andrew is level 6, and that works out. He was a bit low, and actually Slaska was the fastest on the reactions there, else I think Puppet would have fallen. So, yeah, he's been really on top of his reactions this series at least.
Yeah.
Especially the first game as well on the Magnus.
This Conqueror kill. So Mint didn't get any Conquerors last game. No, they are Hellborn to be fair this time around too. So obviously it's an advantage in itself there, but they are going to be able to get a token now on Salamon, I would safely assume. Could you give it a Puppet? Like, is there a reason to give it a Puppet here? No, they're going to give it to Salamon.
You could, but I don't think he's going to be hitting the buildings, like the towers. So I think just giving to Salamon, have him in the front. Then, I mean, they shouldn't be able to kill him twice. There's no way.
Bottom lane, look at this. Behemoth is like, all right, let's try a second time, perhaps. He does have a little bit of health down here now, so see how patient he is and if it pays off. Clanks does have the Geometer Span. Again, everything coming a little slower this game, though, for Clanks, unfortunately, compared to the first game. As actually, he needs to be careful with Puppet here. Uh-oh. This could be a kill for Puppet. Does have the Voodoo Puppet. Has a Andromeda nearby. Not going to go for it, though. Bottom lane down here. Behemoth is found. He's on the run now. Gets the portal key off, though. And he ports back to base. So good escape by him.
Good getaway. I mean, if Puppet knew that they were going for him bottom, he would have opened up and the Clank's there. But it's just an unfortunate timing coincidence there. But he didn't know where anyone else was. Of course, we could see that Clanks was kind of alone there.
840 gold per minute for good old Salamon here.
Yeah.
Here's the middle now. First down the creep wave and easily get a tower kill, it looks like. Not much pressure a Legion team can put up right now. I mean, they do have decent initiation, of course, between Midas, more Axis, more on top of that. So it's not like they're lacking that. It's just don't feel comfortable picking a fight right now, at least. Not worth that secondary tower right there, so probably a couple of key items. The Shrunken Head on Clanks is no doubt pretty key here.
Top.
Is he in trouble? Did they know he's here? I don't know if they actually know. Yeah, they didn't see him there. They do see Parasite, though, and that will be a kill onto him at least. So they catch somebody.
Yep.
Spot him.
That's pretty good.
Oh man, he's in the ulti form already as Salamon, so very early ulti forms, especially being a Moraxis. That was a really curious choice by Probusk.
Especially because when he's jumping, he can press W and just get out there with max move speed. So yeah. Well, they can't really get punished for it, I think. Might actually be a bait play in all honesty, because if BMG tries to do something now, I think it's not, if they push straight up, I don't think the fights are going to go in their favor even. They're pushing against the Behemoth, they're pushing against the rest of Stone, so he has another ulti, and it's not, doesn't hurt them that he used that ulti.
Yeah, didn't realize.
It did last game.
Didn't think about the rest of Stone, honestly, so.
Yeah, well, it's still a waste of an ulti, but it doesn't hurt them.
Wait, is he in? Oh no, okay, it is on cooldown, yeah. Oh, I clicked it off, that's why. Okay, so it's 90 seconds on the cooldown still. Top lane, Parasite. He is going to fall back, though. Midas gets the transmit on Andromeda. The final auto attack, though, wasn't enough damage, and he swaps out with Behemoth to make sure to get away there in the end. And that was actually a good choice, too, because Moraxis actually portal keyed in right after that to finish him off. So nice heads up there between him and communication to get out. Clearly, Sloske was ready for that, too, so. And Salamon continues to push bottom, so another 4,600 gold saved up, so probably that sheep stick once again. Have to guess here. Going to be happening. And Port's coming in. He gets the tower kill, though. Moraxis is here. Oh, he dodges the stomp. And now Probus putting some pressure on him. Now, there is no one here really for the Hellborn team that's kind of backing up necessarily, so little risky there. But with the token, and yeah, he does want to force a fight, so.
Usually he plays very safe. I think at this point, with the token and then the rest of Stone, 10-second shrunken hit, and you see a couple heroes top, I mean, you really want to go in on that. Oh, Raxus.
Oh boy, yeah, gonna find him, lock him in. There's the Arcane Vortex though. Salomon coming around to the flank though with Puppet, a shockwave as soon as they come out. But Moraxis portal keyed away before. Wow. Yeah, Behemoth knew that he had to be very quick right there. Not quick enough apparently, that's ridiculous.
That's actually pretty insane that you can just blink away because your cooldowns are still going down in the Arcane Vortex.
Yeah.
Oh, they get a kill top, so that's good. It's only an Andro, but nice pick off.
Something. Do they have Alk Bones? They don't have Alk Bones, so can't get him out of that. And he'll walk away there, so nice job from Parasite. By the way, there is kind of that argument that's made of, speaking of Parasite with a puzzle box here, you're going up against a deadlift. Is that ever a reason not to get puzzle box, you think, or is it just too good still?
I think this game, you have to get it. It's just too good. Like, if you don't buy it, it's like saying that, okay, my puzzles are gonna go full duration, they're gonna die, and then deadlift is not dead. It's basically what your logic is then, if you don't get it. Because the power of deadlift is that he takes the dead creeps, and you know, you should go for it, 100%.
Yeah.
Force an ultimate bones or something, then it's a problem, of course, but it's not that big of a problem.
Yeah. Well, again, he has it here, level 3, I assume. I don't know for sure, but pretty sure it's level 3 on him. I've had that for a little bit now. Salomon, by the way, he did get a solo kill. Saw that happening on Moraxis. Got him with a sheep stick that he just got. And then simply damaged him down with the ulti form. So, again, he doesn't have his cooldown ready just yet. He does have the refresher, though, so worst case may use it there. They're going to push this deep at the tower, though. Moraxis is back up. He did choose to buy back right here.
Yep.
He's one of his 2. And that'll be enough to fall back.
Yep, I like that. I think that's fine. They don't have double ulti on Salomon, no token anymore, so there's no need to rush it. They're in a really good spot. Even Puppet is farming pretty good now, almost 400. Bunny Lover also has been playing really well in deadlifts this game, 400 GPM. I haven't talked too much about him, but he's been making a couple plays here, really impactful, pushing some towers, and yeah, good items on him as well. Approaching that demonic.
Yeah, again, it's been pretty impressive to watch. And like I said, especially when you see a player like this, like when you've done it a couple times even, just kind of seeing a player in that main support role transition into somewhat of a jungle and saying, hey,
yeah.
they can do more than just place wards all over the map. But that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good to see. Make it sound so easy,
nice
right?
to see. Yeah, of course. But yeah, it's also fun a bit to, you know, switch it up at times. Of course, you can always learn from every game, but you know, playing a couple heroes that you're actually comfortable with that are not in your role, it's quite refreshing. So
Yeah.
he has the chance to do that here. He's doing it fine.
See, Clanks is... it's always something to see GPM charts of the solid, because it's like, it makes it look like Clanks is doing horrible. I mean, he's 500 gold per minute. The Clanks is actually doing really well here when it comes to GPM, but Salomon's just 940 GPM, so really dwarfing that, but... He's gonna farm the Hellborn Ancients, actually. It's a nice little steal here coming out from Clanks. In the meantime, middle lane, Moraxis, he's caught as he was trying to split push, and they collapse onto him completely and secure the kill. So with him dead, he does have a buyback again, but it would be his final one now. May have to use it here, though.
Yep, Salomon 970 GPM here, almost. It's gonna hit it here. I mean... Yeah, they're just gonna go for the racks here. I don't see anything stopping them. They have a resto as well, sheepstick on Salomon. Yeah, this is tough.
Melee racks. It is gonna end up falling right here, maybe. Nope, nope, not enough. There's more buyback from Moraxis. Again, the last one on him. Puppet Master, though, says, you're dead and you're staying dead this time. They also get the kill on a Parasite as the ulti form comes out from Salomon. He has a Resto Stone still, so second one to come. Parasite does have a buyback. He still has everything to use, so it's definitely going to be worth it if they dive, especially right here, which they kind of are. There's the Arcane Vortex, the buyback of the Parasite. Everybody joining the party, though. Salomon jumps in, and he has the second ultimate up now. But he's taking a lot of damage, in fact, and he's forced out of it very quickly. So pretty aggressive play there from Probosk, and all of a sudden he's out of them. But honestly, he still does a bit of damage, as we see right there. He obviously has plenty of team support as well. Parasite locked down by the Puppet holds. And he will end up falling on top of that, so they get the Rask clean out pretty easily and force several buybacks across the board, as we see, including, again, the final one on Moraxis. before falling back. So big victory once again for Mint, and especially winning with really not losing anyone that important in the end, and I guess only Behemoth. So very good for Mint here.
Very strong. I was felt kind of rushed. Of course, it was rushed because the racks were falling, but they bought back and then it just ran at them. I think Parasite didn't use anything; it just died. Max was just running in, and it gave time for the Hellpoint team to activate their shrunken heads, and they were in a really dominant position when they initiate like that. So yeah, really good job from First getting racks, and was a bit sloppy, and they're simply not doing enough damage to them. That's the power of Salamon. He's so farmed, and like everyone else is really farmed right now. And he's just maxed out, and you don't have the damage. I don't think anyone at this point has the damage to kill him because he's just so farmed. So it's just the nature of the hero and what it does, and this is where it really shines.
1,017 gold per minute. That is something. We've only had a couple of 1,000+ GPM games. Formless claims them all, playing Mr. Salamon. But Probusca is about to join those ranks if he at least keeps it by the end of the game, which this rate very likely is going to happen. Let's see a crazy comeback here for the Legion team. Clanks getting caught here. Shockwave already used, though the Arcane Vortex stalls follow-up. Is it going to be enough to actually keep him alive is the question. He is able to get the Shrunken off, and he will survive. Now they kill Moira instead, but actually Salamon's trying to cut him off over here. He's got an ultimate for him. No, he doesn't actually, so never mind. He's not going to be able to use it even if he wanted to, so Clank should be able to escape in the end. Yep. He's going to make his getaway. Parasite, on the other hand, perhaps a different story. Yo, he is good. Ports up in time. Split push bottom by Midas in the meantime, so getting a little bit of pressure there at least.
Yeah.
Point's not over yet.
That's fine. B is sitting there waiting for him, but it doesn't have a Shockwave, so nothing too much going to happen there, I think. And yeah. Demonic finished them to deadlift as well, so they can pick a lane and go. They can go for Conqueror as well first to secure it and give that to Puppet Master or something. Or they can still get it on Salamon. I mean, it depends. Okay, he bought Kenjiro.
Well, he sold it, I think. He bought the shot and he sold it, so might be trying to decide what he... Oh, I think it's because they're not Conqueror.
Boots on it right now, so you can sell, Steam boots, buy something. But yeah, maybe Token's just better because how are they ever gonna kill him twice? Then what you can do is you buy an item and then you keep spamming it to you. So the courier is like right behind you. Then it's gonna deliver as you respawn. If you're spamming it enough. But then you have to be wary of that. Keep doing it. It might distract you from the fight. So
Yeah, it'd be kind of annoying, I'm sure. But hey, when you have this much gold, gotta do something with it. So there's the token. He does sell the Steam booth. That was kind of funny seeing the 2 pair of boots right there. But now it makes more sense. So he's gonna have that soul, whether or not he does that courier trick as you're talking about. Still not looking like he's going to be doing that at least yet. They are going to group up bottom, though, eventually, would be my guess, as they're headed down here. And go for this push now. So Wingbow is just about finished on Clanks. In fact, no, I thought that was the courier delivering it, but that's a homecoming stone there. So the Wingbow, again, he should be able to farm it up if he's not going to keep going, actually. He's going to port back, realizing that they're coming, though. So, but this means he will have money for a buyback at least. But yeah, not having the Wingbow, his damage potential is going to be a little less than he would like for sure.
He wants to flank them before. I like this move, but they know.
Oh, no. Oh, Midas melts off the bat. Now, they do jump Puppet Master with the back rub, but now Clank's having to deal with this Salamon. Right in his face, actually. He's not able to get a whole lot of damage off as a result of it. Arcane Vortex in the background. Clanks is caught by Salamon. The ulti form jump coming out of it gets the kill. He does have a buyback again. Gonna have to use it pretty quickly right here, I'd assume. As there we go. He does use it. Doesn't have any after this. Salamon getting low, but remember, he does have the token. They do take out Puppet and Andromeda so far, so pretty good. But actually, Puppet's gonna be rezzed in the background by Deadlift, so well played by him. And Salamon just continuing to go further. As actually gets a quad kill out of it, so I think the end is going to be near here officially. Annihilation, in fact. Might as well get one of those before the game actually
kill from Immortal.
Oh, wow, you're right. Yeah, 14-0-5. They're not going to let him get it, though. They say, all right, enough's enough. And that will be the finish. So I think that is a GPM record. I'm blanking on what Formless had on Salamon the one time, but 1073, 1,073 gold per minute. That's what he finishes with. Officially ridiculous. All right, but anyways, yeah. Final thoughts on that game, though. Near.
Yeah, those way better lanes from Fresh this time. I think